Feel good. Got to look good to play well. And here we go. We're already hopping into the game. And now, Space Station against NRG, the first round. This is do or die for NRG, Sis.
Yeah, and I mean, you watched the most recent gameplay. I'm most comfortable for what last time we saw NRG play. Last time, I just really wish they would play a little bit faster. So, you know, we'll see how it goes today. You told me Garrett G popped off. That's good to see, because if Garrett's playing well, then that's all you. That's like your centerpiece is taken care of. Now you need the other two around you to assist you and make the plays, so Garrett can just feel comfortable in his own little. Because Garrett's solid, he's consistent, and Squishy and Justin are like your outlying factors for randomness into being peaking or not peaking. And Justin immediately scores.
And this is actually huge for NRG. So it says in the last games, I mean, NRG was doing pretty well offensively, but overall, I mean, Garrett was having to do a lot of offensive heavy lifting. Justin was getting a lot of bumps in demos in the closed qualifier, so it's great to see Justin getting activated early, scoring that first goal against a Space Station team who I would say, honestly, performed. Hold on. What a Squishy had that red. That was a fantastic read by Squishy. But as I was saying, you know, Space Station really outperforming a ton of people's expectations. Hoxer, you know, he made the World Championship back in Season 8. You know, when NRG won the World Championship. And, you know, really hasn't had much success since then. And it looks like a pause has come through. Not really sure if a pause has come through or the computer has frozen.
Yeah, totally.
It is one of the above. Am I still live? Sis, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It seems like our production is MIA at the moment.
All right,
never mind. We are okay. I think it is a pause.
Is it okay? It has to be a pause. So we're gonna figure out what's going on there. But already a good start for NRG. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Justin. But for Space Station, you know, I haven't had as much time to think about it, but I'm trying to think if, you know, them going deep is a good or a bad thing. And I'm really for NRG's chances at the major, because you wonder if Space Station takes a bunch of these points and they go out early, maybe they were honeymooning last event. If they go out early, that could be a good thing for NRG. So, yeah, the big question in my mind is this Space Station team really as legit as we saw the last event where they finished top 4? And I think this series is going to be a big indicator of whether that's true or not.
I think the SSG team was pretty solid. I mean, I didn't get to see too much of this series. I was just kind of watching on the side in between our games. But, I mean, if they're going to make it through that far and on a quick roster change like that, Hoxer's always been an established player. So, and, like, you know, people never really gave him a lot of respect. Like, I feel like he was always sort of discussed, but especially after that whole C9 thing where he was going to join C9, and I think it fell through. But Hoxer's always been a good player, so I think he made improvements in this team for sure. I think Daniel probably is better off on V1. I think he just needs time to develop, but we'll see how that team goes.
Yeah, I think one thing Hoxer did really well in the last event was be a team player. I mean, he was setting up so many plays for his teammates. He was playing really selfless. And Squishy going for net. Squishy going for a flip reset. I think one thing that was also kind of hard for NRG in the closed qualifier was Squishy was going for the pass maybe a little too much. And we know Squishy's got the mechs. Right? He can make these crazy solo plays. I think he just needs to go for them more and just play the rebound. And look at Squishy upfield. Squishy upfield with the redirect. Normally Squishy's the one all the way back, so already we're getting a bit of a different look from NRG.
Yeah, and Arsenal with a high touch to the back wall. Justin just sat there and waited. Not the best touch from Arsenal. Just gave up the ball at a pretty good pace for Justin able to clear that out to the midfield. Squishy just cherry-picked and was able to take advantage of it. So it's a good start for NRG. 2-0 up on SSG.
This is a promising start for NRG and a good look as well. See if NRG can keep this pace. Defensively, also Squishy made a huge play this game. Garrett up a bit slow. Hoxer trying to put it down to the corner, and Squishy trying to get it up and around, and somehow Squishy reads that challenge from Hoxer. Now NRG on the offense. Rebound opportunity for Garrett, who will put it high. Justin prevents the jump from LJ. And now Arsenal on the counter, hunting for demos. He's got one. And Garrett with the pop-up rebound out. A light hit. This will be saved. So despite the demos from Arsenal, NRG were able to come out on top on that exchange. Pass across field, Arsenal. First touch control, flip reset. It's a high lob. Justin back down to the ground. I think he also got the corner boost there. Squishy. Great first touch off the backboard. Will now air dribble, try to get the 50. It finds its way over to Garrett. Double tap off the sidewall. LJ booming it right down the gut, but Justin speedy. And now we'll try to get this middle. It finds its way out above the crossbar, but Arsenal there with a ton of space. LJ on control. Now into an air dribble himself, but that's shut down by Garrett. Justin now off the ceiling into a flip reset. Justin is fantastic.
Oh, baby. And Justin took that and was happy with it. Wait, no one there challenging. Hits it up to the ceiling. Has perfect control of the first touch, which lets him land the flip reset. And all he has to do is just follow through with a flip, and it's a nice goal. It's a nice goal from Justin.
What did you just say?
I said it's a nice goal from Justin, James. That's
yes.
what I said.
The nicest goal. The nicest goal. That's what I thought I heard. So I'm sure that's what you said. But getting that flip reset so fluidly. I mean, and the other thing about that was so good is he got separation off the ball while getting the flip reset that allowed him to get power on the shot. You know, it was the perfect control.
Yeah, I got a little too high for that goal. It's beautiful.
It was beautiful.
And
now
right
we see another one.
A too slow of a challenge from SSG. No one here. Justin gets the 50, but the person in the midfield, Hawkser, just isn't turning early. Squishy just is like, I'm just going to go if you're not going to challenge. So Squishy just takes the free net.
And that, an unbelievable start so far from NRG. I mean, to coming into this matchup, you were thinking, oh, man, this might be tough, but we see 4 goals. One will get back for Space Station. They have 51
and that one's
seconds
fine.
left on the clock.
I mean, you know, that's the end of the
right
clock.
after kickoff.
Yeah. I mean, this will happen sometime. I don't think it's a good dunk from LJ. Justin was a little lazy with a touch, but I mean, he knows he's up 4-0. He's probably just trying to get another control play out. So he's not too worried about that.
Yep. You can be risky when you're up by 4 with less than a minute, so. And this ball back to the middle. Justin will be first to it, but it is a good 50. There's a demo from Garrett. Garrett going to play that with 0 boost. Boost stolen from Arsenal. Infield pass. Hawks are trying to get it out to LJ. It's a little too far away. Another lovely touch from Justin. Trying to perfectly use that low boost, but this could be tough. Garrett challenges, is out of boost. That double was a wild angle from LJ.
Yeah, LJ hits this angle. It is an own goal at the end of the day. Someone should have been there to hit this out. No one from NRG reacting quick enough.
Oh, it tipped off the backboard.
Oh, did it really?
It did. Yeah, it barely tipped off the backboard.
Okay, so maybe it threw him off a little bit. Regardless, I think someone from NRG should have been in the middle of the net waiting for it, but...
Well, Squishy was ready for it, and I think Squishy was playing it as if it was going to go right in. But so he was covering the right in angle, but that little skim off the backboard was just enough. So still on him. Oh, gosh.
Oh, my...
All right, so Space Station will bring it back within 1. So despite this game, I mean, it was a great start.
A little bit of trolling, a little bit of laziness, some NRG's part for sure, allowing the comeback. But, I mean, 7 seconds left. They just got to lock in for this remainder of the time.
Yep, no more easy goals. And that's a pretty good kickoff there.
Good 50.
A good 50 from Justin. You see him slowing down to take that. LJ will have to keep this ball alive, and it's kept alive. Garrett. Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. What was that?
Oh, my God.
All right, well, you know, we'll take it. But that was not fun.
That was
not fun. How
very uncomfortable, James. Very uncomfortable.
That was too close for comfort. But the good news is that NRG takes game 1 against Space Station, who is definitely the favorite in this matchup. Space Station, a team that just finished top 4. NRG having a great start, especially Squishy, I think, was involved all around or on every side of the ball. So very, fantastic game from Squishy Muffins. And we'll see if he brings that level of gameplay here to Game 2. NRG up 1-0 in the series over Space Station. This is a best of 5. And awkward. Wait, what just... This, I mean,
Jeff is not in the game. He's not in the game.
Oh, he's not in the game. I was like, what just happened?
Hopefully the boys laughed off that little comeback. Usually before they, the team always comes back, you end the game with a little bit of giggles. You go into the next one a little bit stress free. So I mean, they definitely were sweating a little bit when they saw the score line. They saw that ball going in. So hopefully they laughed it off. Justin, some sort of lag issue, probably reset here. Get right back into the game. Squishy even own goals. So hopefully they're in a good mood. So.
Yeah, I mean, they should be. I think, or hopefully they were having fun in those final moments of that game. I mean, but that last play was, I mean, the ball was over, I think, 60% in. So that was.
It was. I'm not gonna lie, James. It was like 90. I'm like, no exaggeration.
It looked like it was 80 or 90% in.
Yeah, if that ball had a little bit more time to bounce. Oh, I mean, not even that. If it was just like a little bit different angle, could have been this different scenario.
Yeah. So now we're just going to be waiting to see. It looks like Justin is back in the room. So we'll get this next game going as soon as possible. If you're just joining, NRG up 1-0 in this series. Had a great first game from Squishy. And now we're hoping that NRG can extend that lead to 2 games. Here we go. Kickoff Game 2. Everybody's in the lobby this time. So here we go. Justin denied on the goal line by LJ, and there's the demo. Now the counterattack is on. Hoxer gets demoed out of the air. I love that. Justin, he is really the biggest demoer for NRG. In that demo right there, it was highly impactful. Looked like Garrett got another demo on Hoxer. Squishy will go up. First touch gets away from him. Hoxer clears it downfield, but it's right to Garrett. First touch, he'll be able to go for a double. Gets bumped off the ball, and it's a long clear. LJ panicking, getting a long one. We'll see how well NRG can control it. Justin off the ceiling. 50 by LJ. Hard bounce off the ground, and it's up to Squishy. Oh, there's a demo. This is going to be tough for Justin. Has to buy time. Justin with a lovely challenge will pinch that out to NRG's corner. Had to make the play and did so. Flick out by Squishy. This is extended pressure here from SSG. There's a bounce shot. Will be saved from Squishy. Arsenal will try to put it up on a tee. LJ is up, but Garrett gets the tip. Squishy in the corner. Can't make contact. And now Justin tries to come out to help, but Space Station playing keep away. NRG stuck in their own half for a good time now. Squishy won't make contact, but does get a bump on LJ, giving Justin a little more space, but now he gets demoed, and there's a kick out. And after the demo, you were thinking maybe it was bad news for NRG, but NRG able to clear it out past half, but still not able to get control of the ball.
Yeah, Squishy actually spawned in that corner to get that out. There was, I think no one really left. Someone else got bumped after Squishy got demoed as well, and it would have probably been a goal. But luckily that spawn helped them secure that ball just out of defense.
Really, that's the only RNG in Rocket League is where you spawn. Unfortunately, that time, working out for NRG, and a great second effort from Squishy will finally put NRG on the attack. Garrett, light shot towards net. LJ keeping it into the corner. LJ giving Justin no space. There's a bump on Arsenal. Squishy gets a 50. Hawks are going to try to get back to this ball. Low boost, gets it around Garrett. Still on 0, though. Hoxer on 0. Wasn't able to do much with it. Now LJ over to Arsenal. Arsenal trying to take it up the wall, maybe thinking about a dish. NRG, hold on. Now LJ with some space off the ceiling. First touch, going for the ground pinch, but Justin meets him.
Justin's been solid on the defensive line this half for sure. Every time they need someone to make a clutch save, he's been there. From the first save of the game, for the ball. Oh, and LJ actually that's an open net that he straight up misses there.
We'll see if NRG can make the most of that. But you're right, Justin's defensive stops have been quite impressive. And really, all of NRG has been able to take 50s really well. Arsenal trying to lead the attack. Garrett up off the ceiling. Don't think he got the flip reset. And now Justin snagging that corner boost. And gets a nice challenge on Hoxer at the midfield. Garrett will go up against Arsenal. and gets it around him. Now Garrett going for the solo play up above Space Station's net. Squishy going for a 50. Back down to the Space Station corner. Hoxer now trying to get it out. Comes back to the middle. LJ beats Justin, and it's back to Garrett. Or no, that was Squishy rather. Squishy getting an awkward touch, and now loses possession of the ball. Arsenal moves in, is working the corner. Justin dodges the bump attempt from Arsenal and will double tap clear it out, but Hoxer's right there at the midfield to catch it. Squishy. Oh, it's a double commit from Space Station, and it's a nice bounce. Justin going for goal, and it's tipped by Hoxer. The shot would have been high anyway. Now Garrett with an opportunity to go for net. It's a weak shot, but he gets the dunk. Hoxer hit it right into him.
And Hoxer just, what a lazy touch here. He knows Garrett is going to go for this dunk and hits it right into him. He has the whole right side of the field, and Garrett's like, I'll take that. You're going to give me that? I'll take that. So, I mean, a pretty big of a misplay from Hoxer there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if Hoxer just flips into that and keeps it low and hits it out to the right, he's not getting dunked. And so that was a gift, and now we see an immediate response. So White, the lead off the board, again off kickoff. They're able to make it work. And that was
these
a really
early
nice
like that kind of early challenge, James, has always been like you know LJ's behind you. You know the flick's gonna come. You just have to bait the flick and let your teammate behind you go rather than committing to it. And that has always haunted NRG. The early challenge, not having a teammate cover for you, is a big issue that has caused them a lot of goals in the past.
And it cost him a goal there, and you know that one was again pretty quickly off kickoff. LJ infield. Garrett positioning really well for that challenge. Hoxer taking it into a roll. Hoxer going for the solo play, but Squishy reading it wonderfully. But
oh my, how does that go?
Oh man, both of them went there, and neither one of them could get behind it.
Oh man.
Oh, it looked like Garrett actually bumped Squishy.
I think Squishy actually bumped Garrett. It looked like, because Garrett was in front. And he was he probably couldn't see who was behind him, so he just wanted to flip into it with no boost. And I think Squishy just didn't see Garrett land. Yeah, Garrett was like landing. It was awkward. That's unfortunate.
See if NRG can battle back. There is a demo, LJ. And now Garrett trying to go for a 50. NRG's last chance. Hit off the wall. This one needs to stay up, and it doesn't. The Space Station respond, but it was a really, really close game, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the worst game either. I mean, honestly, NRG looked pretty good. Honestly, Squishy looked pretty good for most of that game. I liked how he would slow down the ball and take control of the pace, and then he would adjust and speed up when he needed to beat someone to the ball. You know, Justin's defense was on point that whole game. I'd like to see just a little bit more baiting and less challenging early for some things. Garrett was doing a good job of challenging. Sometimes he would go a little too early, as like kind of same thing, the issue I was seeing earlier. But for the most part, the team's playing pretty well. I think Squishy and Justin looking good is a good sign. To me right now, actually, Garrett looked like the weakest, and that's like not by much, but I mean, that's probably a good sign if he was peaking last tournament. So hopefully the team keeps his pace up.
It's been certainly it has been a team effort. We're seeing Squishy really step up so far today, but this is a huge series. It really does feel like NRG needs to stay in the upper bracket as long as possible. So losing this first round would be devastating to NRG's chances at making a deep run in this tournament. Even the last game, NRG, they were able to get that lead, but a kickoff goal or a goal quickly after kickoff really set them back. And so I think that's really one area where NRG could improve so far this series is getting out of that kickoff unscathed. So see if they can do it.
What a save.
Already it's a little challenging, but yeah, that was a very nice save from Garrett. Right back towards net. Justin will poke it around one. LJ reads the play nicely. Garrett a little slow to get up, but he did bump one player off the ball. And Squishy actually gets it around Arsenal. Arsenal was expecting the read, the pinch. It is a crazy pinch. It comes out so far. Normally those pinches, oh my goodness. Still awkward, but normally those pinches don't come that far out. He's going for the breezy there. Justin trying to make things work. Double tap shut down by LJ. Squishy was trying to take a first touch.
That was a great play, though, Jay. You see what he did there? instead of taking the ball slow and controlling it, he pops it up to an awkward position for the enemy. They have to hit it away. Justin's sitting behind him. That's the bait. He sits behind him. Squishy turns around, goes behind Justin now, and then Justin gets a free touch on the ball. That is a beautiful play, actually. Very light, and and it's a goal out of nowhere. A 50 from the corner of the midfield corner.
Well, it was just such a good read from Squishy. That one was like hitting off the post, and still Squishy read it. But you're right, Stacey, and you actually pointed out that NRG needed to do that more. To be more like Gen G, because Jack does that all the time.
A lot.
You know, where
and
he just goes, he takes the boost, and he says he fakes like he's going for the ball, and then it's almost so the kick right after kickoff. That's what I'm telling you, Sis.
It looks like both teams went for like a back left. It killed in the middle, but they had a closer cheater on SSG. And Squishy, I mean, almost saved it. I mean, really close. So I mean, that they shouldn't be too disappointed with that. I mean, they're playing well. They are. It's just the kickoffs are haunting.
Yeah, that is just a little annoying. I mean, it hurts to be playing so well, and then it's like the kickoffs that kind of get you.
It's a good challenge.
But here's a chance for
Justin.
Justin couldn't get around that ball. Garrett, quick turn. Will he be first to it? Going for a double tap, but LJ denies the backboard easily. LJ getting 50. Justin and Garrett both very close, or Squishy both close to each other. And Squishy and Garrett both in the corner, but they do well not to get in each other's way. Awkward read for Justin. This is up in the danger zone. Hawks are going for a double tap. And Garrett gets 50'd on the goal line. And I mean, he got overpowered.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good threat from Hawkser. He does get the double, which, I mean, it puts Garrett in a really hard spot to read it. Because the ball's above you like that, the positioning is so awkward. You got to turn off ball cam, look underneath you, then look it back up, see how close the ball is to landing. Doesn't get the 50 right. Arsenal just powers it through.
So Space Station riding the momentum of that kickoff goal, but this could be a chance for NRG. Hawkser, panic clear attempt, and it's right to Squishy. And now the tap down, it's going to be cleared off the goal line. Justin, he had the shot on target. Now we'll have another opportunity. He puts that shot high. NRG with back-to-back quality chances, but still couldn't score.
Yeah, and Justin's going to be kicking himself for those. He knows those were both good chances. He should have scored on either of those. I mean, for the caliber of player we expect from Justin, so he's going to be disappointed for that for sure.
Especially that second opportunity. It was such a good idea from Squishy to get that pass in.
Good bump.
And Justin dodging the bump attempt from Arsenal. Numbers advantage briefly for NRG. Justin picking up that corner boost that just spawned, so Space Station could be hurting for boost for a bit. Justin up in the air, gets a tip. LJ trying to take it back down to the ground, misses the corner, but Hawkser probably will get it. No, it does look like LJ was able to get back to the ball. Squishy leaves it. There's the forced flick. Squishy up. Now LJ back down to the sidewall. Arsenal to the middle. Well met by Garrett. 50 is tipped up high. It's a race. Squishy gets beat out by LJ, and this ball goes back towards net. Garrett can't stop it, and it turns into a goal.
Yeah, Squishy just gets beat out here. Justin pushes up too far. He couldn't get the bump on Hawkser, leaves Garrett alone. Hawkser has the entirety of the net to shoot from, just puts it behind Garrett. And I mean, Garrett just has to make a miracle save at that point.
Yeah, Garrett having to jump early, having to predict where the shot was coming because he had not a lot of area to work with. Arsenal off the ceiling, didn't make contact. A lovely give and go. Squishy trying to take his time, hoping that Hawkser gives him that space, but Hawkser shut it down. Now LJ, quick challenge. Hawkser down to the middle, and there's the demo, and it's top corner from Arsenal. That was a nice play from Space Station.
Yeah, SSG's been picking up the pace here. They're forcing NRG's hand on a lot of these plays, hitting it out to the midfield, asking, what are you guys going to do here? NRG challenges, they get beat out, or they get 50'd, or they get demoed. You know, Space is putting out a lot of different plays here, and it's a little bit too much for NRG to handle. So, I mean, at this point, if you can't make a comeback, you know, the game's a wash. You talk about it, you work on the next game.
I mean, who knows? Right? We saw Space Station score 4 in about 50 seconds, or all 3 in about 50 seconds. So, it's possible, but we need to see it soon. And I mean, really, this game, started to go away from NRG after the kickoff goal that they let in, because after that kickoff goal, then they let in another one. Here's a flip reset attempt from Squishy. That one shut down. Garrett passes right. Justin up off the ceiling, is actually on the ceiling as well. At his jump back, there's a flip reset from Squishy, who won't be able to retain possession. And the time will tick away. NRG had a good start this game. Actually, I believe they scored first, Sis. And it looked like it was going to be a promising start and a promising game, but after the kickoff goal, the wheels kind of fell off.
Yeah, that's pretty much spot on. I mean, it's not. I mean, it was a rough game after the kickoff goal, but I mean, a little bit less panicking from NRG and just kind of looking out for each other a little bit more, because sometimes, you know, SSG gets a touch and NRG just completely doesn't expect it, which, I mean, that shouldn't really happen. You shouldn't not expect a touch at all in pro play. You should be able to, you know, for the most part, see everything and, you know, try to help your teammate from preventing that 1v2 situation. And that happened like 2 or 3 times this game. And 2 of them resulted in goals. So you definitely just want to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah, and I mean, game 1, NRG was doing really well in their 50-50 game. They were winning almost all of them, especially when they were right on their goal line. But this game, the 50s were not really going their way. You saw Squishy get beat on one that led right to a goal. Garrett was trying to get the 50 out on his goal line. That Arsenal was able to overpower him. So the 50 is definitely a challenge. Kickoffs have been tough. And also, Justin had a couple looks there that you expected him to finish. So NRG showing some weakness there in game 3, but now a chance to move to match point if they can get a win here. But Space Station can close out the series with a win. Now clear out. LJ just picks up the mid. We'll have tons to work with, but Squishy shuts it down.
Such a fast challenge.
I mean, you saw how slow LJ was to get there. Squishy beat him by a country mile. Justin on the challenge. LJ will now go up against Justin. Justin back to the wall. Perhaps hunting for a bump. Tried to get one on Hoxer. He did slow down Hoxer, but shot. I mean, if Justin lands that bump on Hoxer, that would have been a goal.
I mean, that was a beautiful shot. Hoxer has to make a pretty crazy save in general to get that. So Garrett absolutely slots that. Just Garrett's gonna be thinking to himself like, man, why are they saving these? I mean, they just like, it's not even fair.
Justin going for the triple tap, but he's out of boost. Justin still a really nice touch to even set up the opportunity. A little awkward for Space Station. Garrett with a lot of time. We'll just lob it straight up the gut. Hoxer ceiling double. He's going for a ground pinch, but he couldn't get back to it. There's a demo for NRG. Now Arsenal finds himself in a sticky situation, but navigates it easily. Arsenal reversing to get the boost, and now he's back in the play. Arsenal sees LJ. Now Garrett with a redirect will force Hoxer up. There's a demo from behind. You always got to keep your eyes peeled, looking for Arsenal. Arsenal makes Justin jump, and Justin still getting a piece of it. And a nice challenge from Garrett as well. Garrett stealing the corner. NRG. You can see him get a little bit of momentum here with that play. Garrett can feel the pressure. That lower bracket looming if NRG cannot get the win here. LJ booms it down to the NRG corner. Squishy, really tough situation. Arsenal tangling Squishy up for what
Arsenal
seemed
literally
like a
not
minute.
letting him go.
Oh, is that in? That might be in.
Looks too high. Yeah.
No!
Oh,
yes!
but they don't read it.
Oh, my God. I almost just punched my monitor.
Oh my God. Garrett G says, oh, that was Squishy that missed too.
Did Squishy get a piece of that?
No, I don't think he did.
Oh man, I was ready to cry.
Man, these goals mean so much more to this double limb. I mean, every goal means so much in this series.
This ain't Swiss. This is the real deal. This brings you back to the old World Championships.
Oh, yeah.
Simple double elimination. That's all it was.
Oh, what a read from Garrett. I mean, that clear was crazy, actually. He's coming from the other side of the back wall and hits it not only forward, but away from the defender, so there's no way for him to counterattack.
We need more quality plays from Garrett. And there's another one. Reading Hoxer's touch. Now Garrett going for goal. Forces the save out of LJ. Arsenal switches the field. Garrett going to try to stop it. Oh no, that's going to be awkward, but Justin steps in. And now Garrett challenging Hoxer. Hoxer gets it around him. LJ now looking for the infield pass, but Garrett actually bumped him into the ball and made it awkward. You can see the miss from Arsenal and maybe a fake there from Squishy. Squishy maybe trying to get the perfect angle, and that one is going in the redirect.
This is a good play from SSG. LJ just sits right where Hoxer's hitting it, instantly jumps, gives no time for the defender to react. I mean, that's a hard decision to make if you're a net. Where you either take the 1v1 and he slow plays it, or you challenge early and get the beat. But LJ just instantly pops it, doesn't wait, no hesitation on that decision, and results in a goal for SSG.
Yeah, and I think Justin maybe thought somebody was challenging him, and that's why he hit it off the sidewall. But there's Garrett. Garrett double tap. Just please go in. Someone shoot it.
And there's
someone shoot it.
Boost,
oh,
James.
no.
Look at their boost. Two of them are on 0, and NRG just can't get it through.
Oh, I thought that was a goal. You're just sitting here wondering, where's the shot? Where's the shot? But still, NRG getting chances. That is the silver lining. Starting to break down Space Station. Squishy will take it himself. Light touch now, getting a good 50. Squishy going for the dunk, and he actually gets a tip.
It's an open
Garrett,
net.
wide open net. Garrett puts NRG ahead.
And Squishy reads this out. He keeps boosting up for the dunk, and he gets it. Garrett G sits up in the midfield and says, I see you, my G. He comes in, he takes the goal, and NRG's up 1 goal with 50 left.
And I love that Hail Mary. I feel like NRG needs to go with more Hail Marys. Like, just go for that. Squishy going for that dunk. It's not a high percentage play, but sometimes it pays off. And it paid dividends there.
Oh, yeah, and if you have 2 people back where they got full boost, I mean, there's not much risk. You know, they're not going to force a play that quickly with 2 people back. So, I mean, go ahead, take the risk. You can go to their side. You can get back in time still. Your teammates can stall. So it's not the biggest risk, really.
Garrett was going in for a demo. It looked like still looking for a demo. Justin needs to get this under control. Stops the infield pass from Arsenal. There's a little tip, but the demos, T-Tour's moment again. The demo's making it difficult to follow the play. Last chance for Space Station down to the middle. Garrett will hit it off the side. Now Garrett is almost scoring another one, but the game finishes in favor of NRG. They hold on to the very end, and it was a scary game, especially in those last moments, but talk about pulling through and talking about a big game from Squishy. That dunk really put new life into NRG.
Yeah, that dunk was huge. I mean, that secured them the game, that goal. And now they go to game 5, which was, it's way more stakes here. It's way more hype. It's going to be a solid game. We're going to love to see game 5s, game 7s in this format. So, I mean, loser here goes to loser's bracket. Winner moves on to the next match and stays in the upper bracket, which is extremely important for points. You want to stay in the upper bracket, especially if you're in that 8 to 10 range.
Well, and another big point to make is that Space Station is currently sitting in the top 5. And if NRG's goal is to make the major, you know, you want to take those teams that are in the top 5 and knock them down. So if they can send Space Station down into the lower bracket and Space Station gets knocked out early, that would be incredible for NRG's hopes. And already off kickoff, things looking a little shaky. The kickoff has been the most terrifying part of the games for NRG, as they're still trying to work out of their half after the kickoff. Space Station moving in. Justin double tap off the ground and gets it past LJ, but Justin had to use up all his boost on that play.
Yeah, and then the SSG defender, I think LJ just saved his boost. He knew he was going to get beat. So honestly, a good play from SSG not to waste any boost. He lets Justin use all of his to clear it out. But luckily, NRG aren't pressured by it.
And look at that read from Justin going from reverse, meeting the challenge. Now infield to Justin.
Oh,
Justin!
what shot, James!
A haymaker just below the bar. Justin hits the shot. That was beautiful.
I mean, absolutely stunning shot. Squishy with a nice pass, slows it down. Justin uses the corner of the octane with flip cancels to get as much power as possible on the ball. Absolutely launches that into the net. Even if you wanted to save it, you couldn't. I mean, that's just maximum
that was like,
power.
I'm sure if it existed, a touch like that would have the home run bat sound from Smash.
Exactly.
You know, like that. Oh my gosh, what a hit. NRG, they have the lead. Can they close it out? Space Station. With Hoxer, they reached new heights where they weren't even getting to with Daniel. NRG has been down, but they're not out. And this would do wonders for their chance. It's going to be difficult to make it back to the World Championship, but if that journey does have a path, it looks a lot like this. Squishy in the corner, going for the Squishy doing so much unexpected plays there. I think we were expecting the mid pass, but Squishy being unpredictable.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, that's huge. I mean, if that didn't get cleared out, right, if an NRG defender is in the midfield, Squishy did his job there. You know, I think someone from NRG went a little too close. We couldn't see who was behind him, but his job was done well. He made them get a bad touch. They couldn't clear it out well, and then no one from the midfield was there to keep it in. So Squishy did his job well. NRG team just needs to look to help him out a little bit more.
And there's a double commit. No, it goes straight up off the ceiling.
I hate to see those, man.
The corner. Oh, that hurts.
I mean, these are the worst goals. It's just such a bad double commit.
I mean, it's like if one of them hits it, it's fine, but it's the fact that they both hit it and it goes straight up off the ceiling.
Yeah.
I mean, you see people send two all the time. You see FaZe do it, you see Gen G do it.
Yep.
You know, when you're just really trying to prevent the goal, you do send two. Now,
and he actually
Justin,
misses.
Oh,
he
Garrett, they'll go for the double. Oh, man, NRG, they're not giving up. But that was a scoring chance, and now a double tap ball from LJ. Rebound out, and it's slotted in by Arsenal.
And no one from NRG was able to make it to the back wall. LJ pushed the pace way too fast. Squishy got a pretty decent read, but LJ actually didn't score. Squishy was going for the save, and LJ, I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but he hits it off the crossbar, which is actually a better play because Squishy did have the save.
Justin trying to air dribble it. Garrett can get there first. It's the dunk on LJ. Hoxer trying to control it. He does so successfully. Infield pass is broken up, but it's a nice backward bounce. Double commit. Now off the ceiling. LJ trying to control it. Gets it around one, but Squishy will be able to hit Garrett on the outlet, but Hoxer stops the ball at the midfield. But nice challenge from Squishy. Arsenal doesn't make contact. Garrett and LJ will take it up the corner, but still provides a bit of a window for NRG here. Squishy with full boost at the mid. Squishy go for a solo play. Gets the dunk. Please bounce down. But Arsenal is there to clear this ball out. However, NRG with possession and a demo. Justin double tap off the ceiling over to Squishy. Squishy, the shot was potentially wide, but it was saved anyway. The defense for Space Station there. NRG trailing. Garrett is upfield. Justin loses possession now. This is going to be bad. LJ trying to read the double tap, and LJ missed. Garrett, can he get the clear? He can. So that gives NRG some hope. I thought that was going to be an easy goal for Space Station.
And it looked like an easy goal, James. I mean, he just had to literally hit it forward. I mean, it was... Oh, man. What happened, James?
Well, I mean, honestly, it was one of those plays where the ball just kicks out perfectly to your opponent. I mean, there wasn't really much time to react at the midfield. It was just a ball that lasered right to someone from Space Station. NRG going for net. Hoxer has been steady on defense. 2-goal deficit, under a minute left for NRG. Squishy just hurls it towards the Space Station net. Hoxer trying to weave around all the defense. Arsenal late flick. Squishy, nice clear off the line. And we'll boom it. It was off target. If that was on target, I think that might have beat the defense. Squishy been looking good today. Final 30 seconds. NRG cannot afford to give another one up. Justin in a 1v1 situation going for the bump, but the ball didn't have enough pace. Yeah. And it's cleared from behind.
He had to push it a little bit more forward before going for that bump. I mean, if he's going to solo play that, he's got to know someone from their team is going to get back in time. That was probably their last chance, unless they could make something out of it here.
Oh, rebound.
Here's a chance.
Someone has to shoot.
No one's shooting.
And there's
oh my god!
It hit both. I mean, that pretty much sums up
God.
the series, sums up the game, and it honestly feels like it sums up how this season has been.
Just always so close, James.
Yep. But just short. And Space Station, they come back despite going down to win Game 5. And NRG will be headed down into the lower bracket, but it says